Oh, I just love this one. It's so beautiful. Hey everyone, this is Jaleesa from Green Mable. Today I'm going to talk about the various types of ivy. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am so happy that you are here. I have 7 types of ivy. 7 types. And I love them all, but I do have a few favorites. Ivies are beautiful plants. You can use them as hanging baskets. You can use them as non-hanging baskets. You can spread them across a table. They can stretch out and be like garland. You can place them in a kitchen. You can place them in a bathroom. You can place them anywhere where there's a good amount of quality indirect light in your home. Before I talk about the different types of ivies, one thing that you can notice with ivy is almost all of the leaves kind of carry this ivy type pattern. Some of the leaves are more dynamic. Some of the leaves are very spiky. Some of the leaves are heart. Some of the heart shaped. Some of the leaves are more on the curly pattern. Some of them are more like fingers. Some of them are really spiky. So in this video, I'll be happy to show you all the different types of ivies that I have and just some different characteristics that we're going to point out, but they all kind of follow the same kind of shape and pattern. So you'll notice that on all of the ivies. So without further ado, let's talk about these 7 types of ivies. Here's an ivy that is heart-leafed. I really like this one. It's adorable. You can see these little shapes. You can see the little heart shapes. It's so cute. This is one of the newest ones that I recently bought. I have an ivy that I've had for a long time, and after like messing up with ivies and them drying out and learning through trial and error what makes them thrive, I'm like, okay, now that I've learned how they thrive and do well, I can get some more ivies. So I was really happy and excited when I found this heart leaf ivy because I had not seen one like this before. You can see the adorable little heart leaf shapes. This one I have here close to this west facing window. It hasn't grown that much. It's still been pretty compact in the time that I've had it, but nonetheless it is doing well, and very beautiful dark green leaves on this ivy. So these are like the darkest leaves that I've seen on ivy on this heart leaf shaped one. Here is the King's Choice ivy. This one was actually the same size as this one when I got it, but this one started to grow pretty fast. It's already starting to branch off and vine out. And this one has more of the pointier leaves. So this one has like thin and pointy leaves. You can see right there how the leaves are thin and pointy. This one is more on a smaller and thinner leaf side of the ivy plants. Here we have this one. This one's kind of spiky leaf. It's kind of like a maple leaf actually. You see these little spikes along the edges, and then it has this beautiful variegation. And this one is so adorable. I really thought this one was cute, and it's been a very adorable addition to our home. I am interested to see how it's going to look once it starts branching and vining off. So that's what I like about this one. It's got like that Canadian leaf, maple leaf look to it. Let's see, do I see any new leaves on this one? Oh, the new leaves are so cute on this one. It's like a little bitty spiky leaf, and there's one. Yeah, the biggest leaves are like the huge. And also like the longer some of the ivies start to branch off, they start putting out like really big leaves. So I'm really interested to see how much larger this one's leaves are going to get as it branches off, because I'm like, am I going to have an ivy leaf the size of my hand? Like, I'd really be interested to see that. All right, so here is the curly leaf ivy. I have 2 of these. This was one plant, but I root divided it into 2. And here we have 2 of them. This one is so adorable. Look at these little curly leaves, and like they're so cute. They just like kind of look like curly leaf ivy. I really like this one, and let's see. Oh, here's a really big leaf. And then here's like some smaller ones. And even this one has some growth from within. So this one's really a happy ivy. I really like this one. So cute and adorable. Now when I separated them out, one of them was a little bit bigger than the other one, but like here's a smaller one and here's the bigger one, but they all like were together at one point. So they seem to be doing just fine since I separated them. The more ivies, the better. Here is my OG ivy. This one I got last year. It was originally in a 6-inch pot like this one, and I moved it up a little bit. There's a whole story behind this ivy. I'll do a separate video on this one. It's got this long branch, this long branch, this long branch, and this one. All right, so here with the California ivy, if you notice the leaf, like this one's kind of wide, and this one has like the standard characteristic of the 3 like pointy parts of the ivy, but then instead of just that, it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one has like 6 points on the leaves, as compared with like this one only has the 1, 2, 3 pointy leaves. So the King's Choice and the California ivy, they follow the same ivy pattern. They follow the same how they grow, but the shapes of the leaves are what kind of sets them apart from one another, and they grow pretty much the same way. What I love most about this one is how like bushy this one grows. So the ones that have the larger, wider leaves tend to grow bushier as compared with like this one. This one is bushy a little bit too, but not so much as this one, and the more oblong leaf ivy. So I'm really interested to see how some of the smaller ones are gonna look when they grow older. If you want one that's gonna branch out quick, get this one. This is the California ivy. Now I also had this adorable little Pixie Ivy, but unfortunately it's resting in peace because I forgot to water it. Yeah, so this one had more like of a finger leaf. So this one was like kind of like this, and it still followed the same ivy pattern. So adorable. I'm so sad that it died, but hopefully I can find another one soon. Who knows? I just love this one. It's so beautiful. Here, the Pamela Ivy, if you notice the shape of the leaves, it's more so on the oval side. And what I love most is the variegation. This one has variegated leaves, and I just love it. It is so cute. Like, this plant has the lightest leaves are green, very bright green, which is similar with most all plants. But like the lighter the leaf, the newer leaves have the most variegation. And then as they mature, the variegation kind of goes away. So it has this visual aspect of the older leaves are dark green. The next older ones are medium light. So they have some of the variegation, and then the newer leaves are very bright green, and the variegation starts to come in the in-between stage. I don't know if this one is my favorite or this other one that I'm talking about next is my favorite, but I just love this one. It's so pretty. It does very well here. This is such a well-behaved ivy. I think that this one is probably like the best behaved ivy that I have. This one may kind of be hard to find because I know when I saw it, I was like, why haven't I found this ivy sooner? Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the 7th one. Last but not least is this Ingrid Liz Ivy. I don't know if this one is my favorite one or the Pamela one, but it's like a tie. It's definitely a tie because I am so crazy about this Ivy right here. Got a few dead leaves I gotta pull out. You can see the beautiful variegation on the leaves. Like this one is so stunning, so stunning. This one's got kind of like an oblong, heart-shaped type leaf. It kind of like more of the longer end, like the longer ivy. So it's got more of like a long pointed center, and then like the sides of it are kind of heart shaped. So it goes from like a heart to like a long thing right here. And actually what I love most about this ivy is, you guessed it, the variegation. Like look at how stunning this goes with the green and the white. It's just so beautiful. That's what I love the most about this ivy. This one is so beautiful. These make adorable hanging baskets. So pretty, so pretty. And don't mind me, I haven't like cleaned up some of these older leaves in some time. All right, so those are the 7 types of ivy. I hope that you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.